Hello students, today we are talking about Marxism. Before entering into the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. So Marxism is an economic ideology developed by Karl Marx and Frederich Engels. In Marxism there are few words, important words. Those are proletariat, bourgeoisie, surplus value, false consciousness and alienation. Proletariat means the working class or the laborer class. They are the hard-working people who works hard continuously without any proper resting and wages, and they gives or they makes maximum profit to the bourgeoisie class or the rich people. Bourgeoisie class are otherwise called rich or ruling class. These people exploit the working class and makes maximum profit out of this. They are the decision makers or the law and rule makers, and they control literature and other important things in a society, but they are they gets money from the exploitation of the laborer class. Surplus value means the extra effort a laborer is putting in making the raw materials a finished product. This is the meaning of surplus value. This means that when a raw material is transferred into a perfect finished products, the laborer has to add some extra effort in that, and this extra effort is called surplus value. False consciousness means due to this materialistic capitalist thinking, people starts thinking to believe that money is everything. This continuous working culture gives the impression that there is no value for humanity in a society. This is called false consciousness. This false belief is called false consciousness. And alienation means in a capitalist society, due to this economic exploitation, a laborer is forced to sell his hard work, or a laborer is forced to sell his extra effort which he uses to transform a raw material into a perfect finished product. He is forced to sell his hard work, and he becomes a commodity in a capitalist society. So this is called alienation. A laborer is alienated from his own personality. So first we have to understand what is Marxism. Marxism is a set of thought developed by Karl Marx and Frederich Engels as a solution for the economic inequalities happened due to Industrial Revolution. In Industrial Revolution period, capitalism emerged in Western Europe, and in this one, in Europe, lots of factories were developed in which thousands of laborers or working people are forced to work continuously without any proper resting and without any proper food and shelter. They were given only some food as their wages, and they were not paid properly. This economic exploitation led to the writing of Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and Frederich Engels. Marxism wanted to make a social change. Marxism is basically a historical materialist view of the world, which tells that our world and our history are products of the tools used to create wealth for us. This simply means that Marxism or Karl Marx believes that the wealth is made through the exploitation of working class, and this uh, uh, wealth is handled by the ruling people, and this ruling people decides what to be they are deciding the ruling of a country, and they are controlling the literature and art in a society, but they enjoy all this by the exploitation of working people. Marxism basically divides the society into two sections. They are proletariat and bourgeoisie. Proletariat are the working class or laborers, and bourgeoisie people are the landlords and ruling class who exploit the working people to make maximum profit. This plight of or this condition of laborers during the period of industrial revolution forced Karl Marx and Engels to write Communist Manifesto. This never ending or continuous work for load forced the working class revolt against bourgeoisie people. And the main essence of Marxism is this sudden revolt of working class against this ruling people, and Karl Marx expects that this will create a classless society, and in this society there won't be any inequalities. This is the main concept of Marxism. As an economic theory, Marxism is interested in the factors of production and how these are connected to capitalist mode of production. This means Marxism tells us that what all are the products or factors which capitalist people or the bourgeoisie people are using to make product, and how they are earning profit through exploiting all these factors. In a factory, a worker uses his labor and works on the raw materials and changes these raw materials as finished products. So when a worker is working in a factory, he changes or he transforms the raw material into a finished product. In this process, the worker adds something to the raw material to make it a perfect finished product. So when we need a finished product, something has to be done with that raw material. Then only it gives a finished product. Thus the product becomes more valuable than the raw material when it becomes a finished one. What the laborer additionally adds is called a surplus value. So when a laborer works in a factory, he changes the raw material into a finished product. What he is adding in that to make it a perfect finished one is called surplus value. But the worker is not paid for this surplus value or this additional effort. Instead, he gets his payment in many other ways like food, clothing and shelter. So during industrial revolution, the worker is not properly paid. He was given only food, shelter and cloth. He was not paid for this additional effort called surplus value. Workers were never paid for his actual efforts. The aim of capitalist production is to sell the products made with its surplus value for more than the cost of raw materials and the amount paid as wages. This is the main essence of Marxism, is that the main aim of capitalist production is to sell the products more than the value they are spending for surplus effort, and the cost of and the amount paid as wages to the laborer. This means that capitalist sells the products with more value than they spend for raw materials and laborers' wages. This extra amount or wealth comes from the surplus value made by the worker, but he is not getting any profit. He is not getting any wages for this extra effort. He is only getting food, shelter, and clothing. Capitalist people gets profit by selling the product. So this inequality in getting the profit leads to an important concept of Marxism, that is alienation. So here Karl Marx says that this inequality in getting the or paying the wages lead to a main thing, that is alienation. Alienation means the labor which the laborer using in finishing a product is not his own. He is separated from this. This means when a worker is working in a factory of a bourgeoisie, he is not getting the he is not getting the correct payment for his actual effort. The hard work put into finishing a product becomes part of the capitalist profit and thus no longer belongs to the worker. The hard work the laborer is using in making a finished product is not giving him any profit. He is only given some menial wages. Besides this, capitalism forces the worker to alienate or separate from himself. A laborer or worker who is forced to sell his hard work becomes a commodity in the market. So, a laborer is forced to sell his special effort, but he is alienated or he is separated from this special effort. He is only given some food or shelter. He is not paid for this special skill. This is called the alienation. And he is even separated from his inner sense, personality, and humaneness. This means that in a bourgeoisie society, a laborer is even separated from his own personality, his own thinking process, his own humaneness. And the laborer and all the other people were given the impression that money is everything. There is no value for humanity in a capitalist society. This is called a false consciousness, or this false belief is called false consciousness. So alienation means first this laborer is separated from his skills or hard work, second from his own self. This double alienation of labor class and their exploitation by capitalist society people leads to a struggle between workers and ruling class, which ultimately makes a social change. This gradually produces a classless society or socialism. And in the work Communist Manifesto, Karl Marx expects that this tension between between this working class and bourgeoisie people due to this economic exploitation will gradually lead to a struggle between these two classes, and it will gradually result in a classless society. This is called socialism. Thank you.